There, and I'm sure you mentioned it earlier, when you talked about sometimes over time, if you're not careful, your foundations in the natural can crack. That's right. They do. Do you all realize, you ever saw in the news where some of the big bridges that had cracks in them? Matter of fact, it was a few years ago. Was it Minnesota? Yes. It was Minnesota. Just a few years ago, it was on national news. There was this big, huge bridge that just collapsed. And there were people who lost their lives because that bridge collapsed. People who were on that bridge, it was way up there. And it collapsed. And we were blessed because our son was traveling at the time, with some music and stuff. He was traveling at the time. And this group that was playing, they had either, I think they had just gone across that bridge during that time. And right after that, that bridge collapsed. And there was a loss of life. But when they began to inspect it, when they went back, and a lot of times, oh, help me, Holy Ghost. A lot of times we don't take the time to inspect stuff until something happens.
Right.
Amen.
Amen.
A lot of times we wait till something tragic happens before we begin to review and inspect to make sure that there are no cracks in our foundation. And how can that then be applied to our lives or our foundation if we've been building on the foundation of Jesus? But a lot of times over the course of time, philosophies come in, doctrines come in, situations occur in our lives. You are hearing me. And if we're not making sure that we are paying attention to the foundation that we have, you can begin to get little cracks in things. Are you with me? And that's what happened with that bridge. It hadn't been inspected, and if it had been inspected, nobody was paying attention to the reports. That there were some serious things and issues going on with this bridge. And how many of you all know, if you don't take the time to investigate and inspect your foundation, these little cracks will eventually lead to something more serious and dangerous. I hear it. And tragedy happens because what you begin to build on cannot support what you're trying to build, but you didn't repair. In life, you all know, cracks come in things. And matter of fact, in Ezekiel